What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care. Now, as I'm sure most of you know, I've been speculating over Pikmin 3 for
a long time.
10 months. And over that time, I've learned quite a lot of things. So now, I've come to the conclusion that Pikmin 3 occurs in the future. And I even have proof. So, you ready to see it? Good. Let's begin. First off, I just need to say, by saying the future, I don't mean high-tech machinery and fireballs. Oh look, mummy, they got those robot Pikmin and they're immune to that dead oil hazards and stuff. How the hell did that voice turn southern? Instead, what I mean is that they happen after the events of Pikmin 2 or 1, from whatever ending, but later in the timeline. Make sense? What I mean is like, say Pikmin 1 happened in the year 1, Pikmin 2 happened in the year 2. By the future, I mean Pikmin 3 occurs later than year 2, so year 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that works. Alright, now that's cleared up, let's really begin. So, going back to Pikmin 1, it was noticed that the Pikmin are not as obedient to you as you'd hope. They would often go off to destroy some pellet posies, maybe pluck some grass, or just downright ignore your whistle. This wasn't the result of bad programming. Nope. Miyamoto himself said that this was intentional as it showed the Pikmin didn't entirely trust Olimar. Yet. Now, going back to Pikmin 2 and they work so nicely! Maybe a couple of problems, but they're not nearly as bad as— Guys! Stop smashing your heads against those rocks! You'll— never mind. So now we come to Pikmin 3 and wow, these Pikmin, they are just perfect. They are so smart. Just look at them. They can ride slides, they build bridges properly, they follow the exact path of the captain so they don't get blocked onto walls and such, and they can even escape water by themselves. What was that last one? Oh yeah, I never mentioned that. In the Nintendo Direct footage, behind the crab enemy, a couple of red Pikmin are accidentally thrown into the water, and they manage to get out themselves. Geniuses! Genii? Doesn't that make drowning underpowered though? Well, I don't think so. I think the reason they can escape mainly is because the water is so shallow, so drowning is impossible anyway. We've certainly seen deeper waters, so maybe that's the explanation. Maybe there will be a new Pikmin that are shorter and they can drown in the water. So, the Pikmin seem to have become smarter over time, but they have also evolved. Now we have the Rock Pikmin. Amazing. I wonder how they got to that state though. Guys! Oh, wait, actually, keep doing what you're doing. Good boys. Not to mention those pink Pikmin. Freaking wings! They also managed to learn some new moves. You can now roll out of the way and your Pikmin will follow, and you can charge enemies and they jump and latch onto the enemies themselves. I know, they're so grown up. But that's enough about Pikmin. The enemies have changed as well. For starters, the Bulbobs. Actually, no. The bread bugs impersonating the Bulbobs so they look like their children so they can survive. Also known as the dwarf Bulbobs. They can actually spot you from a further distance away, so beware. By the way, gotta give credit here to Yemot392 for finding this out. Also, check out his channel. He's currently doing a Pikmin walkthrough, and he finished the Forest of Hope without any blue Pikmin. What? So, the Bulbobs themselves have also learned a new move. They can scream. KK cool. And now this. This guy right here has single-handedly persuaded me that Pikmin 3 is in the far future. Why, you ask? Well, because I strongly believe that this creature is the grown form of the ravenous Whiskerpillar. I mean, look at the similarities. How can you deny this? But there's more. I can also imagine that the evolution of the ravenous Whiskerpillar takes on a Pokemon kind of path. And by this, I mean it has multiple evolutionary paths. Maybe, depending on the conditions, the Ravwisc will either evolve into the pretty dragonfly caterpillar or the evil vortex glowing moth. Maybe the conditions depend on the location. A cavey and damp area makes a moth and so on. On top of this, maybe there are more forms yet to be seen. What does the desert version look like? Maybe an eagle type of creature? Or a springtime location, being a full-blown butterfly? The possibilities. Another evolutionary path of the enemies is through the jelly floats. In the Pikmin 2 Piclopedia, it is clearly stated that these beautiful creatures are endangered because they are constantly being murdered. So, what did they do in Pikmin 3? Well, they gained a tongue, or something, which acts as a weapon against you. Yeah, natural selection! And this squid thing, although I don't think we've met it in previous games, it is smart enough to use ink, or poison, as defense. Genius when you're in the water because nothing can be immune to it. So logical! And the characters themselves, they have some device, so... Future! Yeah, I'm starting to run out of proof. But, if this is all leading in the right direction, that means we can imagine. Because we couldn't imagine before, obviously. If this is the farish future, what else has changed? If we can fly, why can't bulb orbs?
I'm finished! Finally, I'm a beautiful butterfly! My wings! Oh, they're beautiful!
Electric wollywogs? Multiple evolutionary paths? Maybe. Even... The Hogatations are so overwhelmed by the advanced species of the planet, they become corrupt and evil, and the main antagonist of the game? Character D? Sorry, I just had to mention that somewhere. Maybe that's why he's not shown as playable. Anyways, with that unfitting statement, we reached the end of the video. So, is Pikmin 3 far in the future? If so, what other proof is there? What other possibilities could there be for the evolutionary of this planet? Think logical. Damn, Modern Warfare, Battlefield, Zelda, Hookshot, Spaz 12, 1997. Seriously, guys. Well, my name's been Daz. You didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.